Welcome back to the Chammy, the only Chammy where you can get a professional tarot card reading right here from a haunted couch in a haunted house in a haunted graveyard. This is my pre-Civil War couch. I love sitting on this couch, giving tarot readings, reading a book, taking a nap with Ruby. I always do a collective free message for everybody who comes to the channel. So you might want to skip to that if you don't want to listen to the mentoring session about why someone might always be on your mind. A lot of people ask this question. A lot of people probably ask themselves this question. Sometimes I ask myself this question. So I'm going to wait for a couple more people to come in and then I will begin. I took some notes last night before I went to bed. And I thought I would just go over them. Hi, Sin. How are you? It's not free energy updates right now. But you can ask free questions about law of assumption, law of attraction. That's what the Q&A LOA means. Questions and answers in regards to law of attraction, law of assumption, law of vibration. So everything you need to know is in the description. Remember, you can win a free tarot card reading. All the information about that and how is at the bottom of the description page. It's $1 a card. And I do, the $10 in-depth 10-card general readings are, the 10, 15, 20 in-depth twin flame ones. It's all there. Everything you need to know. Tonight we're going to be talking about why you might always be thinking about somebody or they might always be on your mind. There's several different reasons why, which I'm going to go over. Also, there's always a free collective message at the end of these live paid tarot reading sessions. So maybe if you want to come back later for that, you can. But, while you're at it, how does Wolf feel about you? Well, how do you want them to feel about you? Oh, no, it's okay. It's not bad timing. Yeah, it's no problem, Sin. It's not really a big deal. So, 7 minutes and only 2 people here. I guess that would just be you and I, huh? You're gonna fall asleep, Addison, waiting for someone else to show. I hope not. I know it's so quiet. It's so quiet. I was just waiting for some other people to come in, maybe before I started talking about some of the reasons why we might always be thinking about someone or have them on our mind a lot. Honestly, quickly. That's so funny. Hey there, baby gypsy with a date. Hey, Twinkle Toes. What you doing, cutie pie? You cleaning the floor? I love you. It's good to see you. You're being a good girl? Yeah? Yeah, little fairy one? All right. Well, so here are a few things that I have experienced myself, that I have talked a lot in detail with people. Like at Ruby, she's double, triple jealous because I'm paying attention to the chat instead of her now. You guys are crazy. What are you, alpha widows now? Come on. All right, no point in getting tangled. What do you need? Shirt safety? Such a distraction. Such a distraction. Go lay down. I said lay down. 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 No, please don't scratch my lace. Thanks. They've been incredibly emotional today. And needy. Look at Ruby. She's all like, let me get on that lap. Look at her pom-pom tail go. Yeah. Ruby's a cheerleader. It's her spirit animal. Okay, this dog has mental hand illness. Can't you see I'm trying to work? She's like, no, you're not. This is my show. Give me that hand. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Can I have my hand back? Can I have my hand back? Okay, is this better, Ruby Doo? I've caught you in my arms, girl. Are you going to be okay? Take the hands away and it'll be over. Now she has to take over my lap. And she wants to block baby Gypsy from even going any further to make sure that all hands are hers. Dogs cause problems. I'm going to write a song called that. Okay, go lay down. Lay down. Lalo, go lay down. And this is why you think a lot about somebody. Go lay down. So I apologize, guys. They're jealous. Double, triple jealous dogs right now. So why are you always thinking of them? Why is it that they're always on your mind. Hey, Cottonfly. Hey, Liz. Welcome to the Chammy. Just talking about why someone could be on your mind, why someone may be on your mind, why you might be thinking about them. There are several different reasons. We know why I'm always on Ruby's mind, because she's in love with my hands. Right, Ruby, baby, baby? Oh, Gypsy, could you not sit on my notes? Thanks, honey. So let's get into some of the reasons why somebody might be on your mind a lot, or you might be thinking a lot of them. And could it be that they're thinking of you too? This is a very great. Now the dog is stuck in my lace and my necklace. Okay, pom pom tail. Is that Grandpire? Maybe he will feed you dinner tonight. You gonna go ask him? So why is it that someone could always be on your mind, and is it possible that it's because you are on their mind as well? And what is the deeper meaning? What is the deeper meaning of somebody being on your mind? What is the deeper meaning of them being on your mind because you're on their mind? I like to think they are, yes. There are several reasons why this person might be coming up, and always showing up. When, say, you had that instance where you thought of someone and they showed up in your text message, they showed up in your DMs, at your social media, or they posted, or just somehow their frequency and your frequency have crashed. In thought process, or please stop licking me. It's really gross. I love you, but I am not a ham. I love you too. Back to my notes. So anyways, could it be that, the reason that they keep coming into your mind is because there's some kind of deeper connection? Excuse me. Many people at this point, when they start feeling feelings like that, they'll ask Molly. She's one that's real good at manifesting somebody showing up in her reality, and then for some reason, it's just crickets. And then she'll start thinking a lot about them. And then when she starts thinking a lot about them, she starts wondering, is it because they're thinking about her, or is it just dead space? Well, no, it's because you have some kind of connection with them. And maybe the only thing that's keeping them from reconnecting with you is you're not feeling the frequency that connected you guys in the beginning. Could be a lot of different things, but let's go back to why you could always have someone in particular in your mind. It could very well be, that there's some kind of future together for you guys. Those instances where you have had a thought, and you pick up your phone and there's that person. You pick up the phone and they've either called you or texted you, or, like I said, posted on social media, or come around in some way in your vortex just by you thinking about them. This could be, like I said, this could be on their social media. It could be on your phone. It could be, excuse me, in an email. It could be the neighbor across the street. It could be someone sitting right next to you. It could be someone in this chat. I know that that's happened to all of you. I know it's definitely happened to me. So if it's happened to me, there's got to be some kind of version out there of it that's happened to you. When that kind of coincidence happens, it's proof that it's definitely positive proof that there's some kind of connection, some kind of frequency that you guys share. So just remember, the number one reason that, you could be having them on your mind all the time is that, yes, there is some kind of deeper connection. This could even be with people that you've never met. This could be even with people that, you've only met online or had acquaintances with online in regards to, maybe you haven't had this kind of communication, but maybe you guys have under comments or on a blog or in a forum or maybe in a video game. So just thinking of them, is what calls them out to show up in your 3D reality. I've had this happen a lot. I've had it happen today. Of course, I had this happen today with people I've actually met. Have I had it happen today with people I haven't met? I'm not sure. I wasn't really keeping track. But I have had it happen with many people I haven't met, but only met online, or maybe played a video game with, or talked to on a forum, or a blog, or a vlog, or any amount of time. And knowing that what is happening when you are thinking about someone all the time is, I think knowing that there's a connection is also, this is a very good thing for people who may have been through breakups, divorce, heartbreak, trauma, PTSD. Maybe something happened to somebody and, they're not actually quite capable of anyways. Example, me and Fish Lips. I'm not quite capable of just going out on a date with anybody or just, doing like what Molly does, jumping on Timber. It should be called Tinder, or jumping on a dating website and even just going out and meeting. Why? Because I am a recovering agoraphobic. That could be a limiting belief or a circumstantial situation, but I do what I can and what I'm comfortable with. That doesn't trigger me. So when I do start thinking about somebody, and then they show up, definitely it shows me that there's a connection. I've done it with Addison. I've done it with Liz. I've done it with Molly. I've done it with Cotton Fly. I'd almost do it with everybody I meet, which shows that, once again, we're going to come back to number 2 reason why you might always be thinking about somebody. And the fact that it's probably because they're thinking about you, is that you're on the same frequency. Soul family, soul sister, soul brother, soulmate, romantic soulmate, and then you've got your twin flame. Twin flames frequency is exactly alike. Many people want to question, and then they'll feel they need confirmation through tarot or some kind of esoteric, etheric, some whatever, but really the answer is inside of you. Happens to you a lot, yeah. So really the answer is inside of you. Okay. When it comes to the knowing that you share the same frequency with the soulmate, a soul sister, a soul brother, people in your soul family. All right. Because it will be very similar. With romantic soulmate, it's more like, hey, We've got the same frequency, but it's not exactly the same. We all have a unique frequency. We really do. But when it comes to our twin flame, it's exact. And it can be scary. It can be scary for people who don't really realize what's going on. Don't really realize that this is a real connection, that you're actually meeting someone that reflects you, or it's an image of you in the mirror. Even if you are both quite different and from different sides of the track. We have 70,000 thoughts per day. It's a lot. That's a lot. And if you're thinking about someone every single day, or a lot in general, it's not just happening on Monday or Tuesday. It's happening Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay? And it's getting to be a pattern, or it turns into a pattern. It happens every day. They're probably going through the same thing 99.9% of the time. Why? Once again, because you have the same frequency as your twin flames, or you are some kind of romantic soulmates, or from the same soul family, soulmate connection. And it doesn't matter the distance, the separation. Like I said, this can even happen with people, for instance, Fire Sponge. She has a specific person who is her celebrity crush. And I would never be someone who would tell somebody that you can't have this, or you can't have that, or I especially think it's ridiculous that anybody would ever think that celebrity's energy is protected. A tarot card reader came up with that rule. I like to think that only kids' energy is protected. Okay. And I think only kids have different gods than us. And than us adults, I should say. But when you maybe haven't been around someone for a few days, a few weeks, a few months, maybe a few years, it is still very possible that you are still on their mind. Why? I mean, how many years have gone by and you might think about someone every day? Even if you haven't seen them. Or even if you haven't met them. Maybe you only talk to them a couple times online. This happens to people every day. I think that there is also, I will say this, I do think that there is a point where you can become romantically obsessed with somebody. But more than likely there is somebody or something or someone that happens where one will have an epiphany and realize, yeah, maybe it wasn't what I thought it was. Maybe it was just romantic obsession. Maybe it was just not a heartfelt, but more of a narcissistic endeavor. Or let me check this message. Trying to turn this phone down so stop distracting me. Sorry about that, guys. So I do think that, there is a difference between, hey, I've got this person on my mind every day. I feel like there's some kind of connection, or maybe I've just got them on my mind all day long and I don't know why. Me personally, I think I have and will and continuously realized, after studying this stuff, that I do think about the same people every day. So why would it change? And as new people come into my life, I will think about them every day as well. It's a lot of people to think about. But, we have a lot of thoughts. We have a lot of crazy thoughts with 70,000 thoughts a day. Okay. But we don't go around emotionalizing all of them. So therefore, they don't all manifest. So that's why when you have a bad intrusive thought, it's just a bad intrusive thought. You've not really put any emotion into it. You just maybe had a fearful thought that, getting eaten by a shark would suck. Or you dying of cancer would suck. Doesn't mean any of that shit's going to happen. Doesn't mean that you even put an ounce of emotion into it. It's just a passing thought. Doesn't mean you're going to manifest it. I know those are two very extreme, but I'm trying to be extreme. And it could be even a small little thought like, is he going to kiss me and I'm going to fart? Like something that simple. So just because you have thoughts that are intrusive like that, please don't think that you're going to manifest them, because the thing is that you don't emotionalize most of the thoughts that you do have. So that's a good thing. But have you noticed when you do emotionalize a thought, it happens? For instance, Molly is another example of mine, because she is somebody that I grief counsel. She is somebody that I do like mentoring sessions with. Why? Because we're friends. All right. And and I know it's okay if I use her as an example, because it will help others, and it'll help me express myself. But her and I have been on the phone in instances where she'll talk about something, all right, and then I won't even think it, feel it, won't even worry about it, and she's gone and manifested it because she got really into her emotions about something. And I've had to tell her, chill out with those thoughts before everyone blocks you. And me too. So, and then there's the whole ghosting thing. Like, you were worrying about getting ghosted. I mean, I never get ghosted. This is not something I really worry about. Okay. I've got bigger fish to fry. So literally thinking about, hi, Chanchal, welcome to the Chammy. The only Chammy where you can get a professional tarot card reading right here from a haunted house, from a haunted couch in a haunted graveyard. We're talking about law of attraction tonight. Free questions in regards to law of attraction, law of assumption, life, relationships, etc., etc. And we're discussing, why is it that you think about someone all the time, or think about them often or a lot? And could it be that they're thinking about you too, and why? And I was just saying that it could be, one thing or another, or a combo of things, which we're going over. One of them is, that you do have a connection, some kind of soulmate level connection, some kind of romantic soulmate connection, some kind of twin flame connection, and all have different levels of deepening frequencies. So once again, what are the thoughts you're sending out when you're thinking about this person? What is it that you're emotionalizing and not emotionalizing? Ancient magicians would do elaborate rituals, okay, with music and incense and words and tools. And you've seen ancient hieroglyphs, sigils written all over ancient tombs. And the most important thing to realize is that emotion has always been one of the key, ingredients to getting a point across. Whether it's spiritual scripture or, teaching law of assumption, law of vibration, law of assumption, it all has to do at the end of the day with your feelings. This is why I say, like, okay, yeah, acting is pretending, but creating a feeling that you have what you want already. Yeah, it's a lot like acting, but it's not pretending like acting. Okay. If I'm going to pretend that I'm Cher, I'm going to lose 80 pounds and grow my hair to my ass or put extensions into my hair so that, and take on the persona after studying her character. So much to the point that the way I do my makeup and the way I look, I suddenly am Cher in so many different ways. That's pretending. Halloween, when you go out and you dress up as a stormtrooper, that's pretending. Okay. But when you're embodying a feeling, it's a lot like, okay, you eat a piece of chocolate and it feels so good, right? That can be the same feeling that you embody in regards to what you would like to create with your specific person, the number of dollars you see in your bank account, the blood work and what it looks like when it comes back from the doctor, etc., etc. Thoughts become things. Thoughts are how we manifest physical things into our 3D reality that we thought we couldn't have, whether it's tangible or intangible, whether it's small or huge. Bottom line, emotionalized thoughts get manifested. So if I sit around and I think, oh, I'm going to text this phone number I found, not sure who it is. Man, I hope it's not someone that's going to be rude and block me. I hope they'll actually tell me who they are. And I get really emotional about it. And instead of getting what I want, because, which is like, I hope they'll be polite and let me know who it is. I emotionalized getting the finger, so I got the finger. It's happened to me before. Now, I could emotionalize sending a message or a picture or, a gift or a letter to a friend or somebody, right? Or even just like a Giphy on a DM or in a text message or instant message, and I've emotionalized how I'm feeling about them through that. Now, the second reason that you could be having someone on your mind all the time is, once again, maybe you're romantically obsessed. But at the same time, I think you would know the difference because somebody would maybe point it out, or you could, Google the symptoms, talk to a life mentoring session about it, or someone who does that kind of thing, or talk to a therapist about it to make sure that you're not romantically obsessing about something in regards to your life or someone that you like or someone that you care about. But, you're going to know. You're going to know, and you're going to be practical enough to know the difference, okay? But like I've explained, you can have that deep soul frequency connection with a twin flame, a soulmate, a romantic partner that's a romantic soulmate. But just remember, feelings that get, those are your emotions now. There's nothing pretend about your emotions. Okay? If you can feel that you have $1 million in your bank, or you can feel that you're with your specific person, or you can feel that, you've got what you want, there's no stopping it showing up. Why? Because you have emotionalized your thoughts. They will show up if you emotionalize them. You have a core frequency. I have a core frequency. Everybody has a core frequency. but some of these frequencies line up and are the same, especially if you have a twin flame. A third reason is it's also possible that you're sharing thoughts, and that's why they're on, your mind. Why? Once again, because of frequencies. But, if it's a soulmate, once again, it's a different frequency than twin flame. If it's a romantic soulmate, it's a different frequency than twin flame, or even your frequency with just your soulmates. Soul family, soul sister, soul brother. Let's see what else. You pick up each other's thoughts because of that connection. And another very interesting thing is that even if you don't know somebody that you haven't met him, like for instance, like I said, fire spawn, there can still very well be a connection, even if you haven't met somebody yet and you just have it online. I can't begin to tell you how many times I haven't met somebody and I have a thought about them and they show up. And the fourth reason might be that you just really truly love this person. And that you can't even imagine thinking about someone else. I have that problem. And it's not that I think about that person all the time. It's just that I think about that person often enough that it makes me wonder, are they thinking about me too? Because I'll just start thinking about them out of nowhere. Because I have a lot of other stuff on my mind. So marinate on some of that. Some of the reasons why they might be on your mind. If you have any questions about law of attraction, law of assumption, law of vibration, love, relationship, life in general, please feel free to ask. Life mentoring sessions or grief counseling sessions are $1 a minute. I include tarot cards if you want them. And I'm doing live paid readings tonight. So what if you're thinking of them and they don't show up? It still doesn't mean that they're not thinking of you. You see what I'm saying? It still doesn't mean that, they're not thinking of you. But what are you thinking? What frequency are you putting out? What are you vibrating? What thoughts are you generating? What thoughts are you sending to them? So here is something that you might want to consider. You might want to consider sending them a thought. Okay. You might want to consider sending them a thought. Maybe we can try it all here in chat right now. And just see what comes back. You might want to sit down with a pen or paper, write down what it is that you feel you might want to send them as a thought. And then say it to yourself and send it to them. How do you say it to yourself and then send it to them? I don't think there's really any special technique or method. I think it's just maybe you close your mind to all other aspects of whatever's going on around you except for them, and the message that you want to send to them with your thoughts. What if you just say to them, you are happy, you are healthy, you are wealthy. Like just by closing your eyes and feeling it as if you're saying it to them and they're there, even if they're not there. That might be enough to embody that feeling that you've sent them that message. Sometimes I like to go within and imagine that I'm inside of their heart or inside of their spirit space or frequency, since our frequency is not that much different, if at all. and send in the thoughts from there as if I'm then thinking about the thought. That's a little technique I use. I don't know if anyone else has tried it or talked about it, but send in the thought and see what happens. You are happy, you are healthy, you are wealthy. And see what changes. See what you might get back. So at the count of 3, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to think about my specific person and say that to them. And I invite you to do that with me. So 3, 2, 1. You are happy. You are healthy. And you are wealthy. And just see what you get back. Because we are literally absorbing each other's feelings and thoughts. Oh, excuse me. I'm yawning. Oh. Pardon me. So yeah. Only you can decide. Is the person you're thinking about your soulmate? Is the person you're thinking about your romantic soulmate? Is the person you're thinking about, are they your twin flame? And what does that mean to you? Because only you can give it meaning. I can't give it meaning. Only you can, because it's you. It's your experience. Right on. So I have to break up with a whole bunch of different foods again. I guess I'm just going to be eating trees. Can't be eating any proteins that are like beef and chicken and pork. Don't really eat those anyways, but can't drink, which I don't do that anyways, but every once in a while I did like to have a glass of wine. So I'm just taking it one day at a time, see what's next. Yeah, it sucks. I don't know what's going on. But I am the luckiest girl in the world, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay. Well, it's interesting because fish is on the menu. Like, that's all I can eat. I'm not really sure I'm excited about that. But yeah, so I hope that resonates. I hope that helps somebody. I hope that it answers some questions. I'm going to take my hair down because I'm getting a headache. Had my hair up all day. I think that some of the stuff that I've gone over with you guys this week has also helped me to like brush up on my thoughts and feelings about things. Can I have shrimp? I don't really like shrimp. It freaks me out that they're like the roaches of the ocean. I might try it again. I don't know. I can't eat like white pasta. I can't eat white bread, which I don't eat any of that anyways. But I'm starting to wonder, does that mean like no gluten-free? Like no pasta at all? Can't eat like white rice. Can't eat, I don't think I can eat pizza anymore. I mean, maybe I can eat pizza. It's not fried. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, and this is all just stuff from the food diary that I've created. So I'm going to have to get some, like, maybe some extensive allergy testing or something. And I go back to the doctor tomorrow. They're going to try to get me in for an appointment, hopefully. Hopefully everything will be okay. I think it will be. My abdominal ultrasound didn't really show anything dangerous. Have I had spaghetti squash? Like, you mean pasta made out of squash? I hope so. I hope I'll be fine. I just want to start feeling better. So I'm manifesting it. What time is it? I hear a zombie.
Oh, what's going on?
Not much. I'm just doing a live.
Anything happening good?
No, we're just talking about law of attraction, law of assumption.
And that's from your job, huh? Anybody called?
No, nobody's called on the call center. I don't know why. It's like heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll have to try it. I can't really eat. Like, I have to make sure that if I have if I make spaghetti sauce, I gotta make it fresh. It seems like everybody puts black pepper in everything, and it's all in like natural flavors. I don't know why, but are you guys ready to see me get skinnier? Like, talk about trying to lose weight to be healthier. I have to lose more weight to be healthier. But I think the HCG diet might have led me down to this path where, because I haven't been eating a lot of high fat foods for years, now I just added some back in. My body just can't take it. Use it for stir fry. Well, I have to be careful with like fried stuff. I don't know, can I even eat stir fry anymore? It's depressing to think about. I love stir fry. Hey Lito, welcome back to the channel. We just had a nice long conversation about why someone's on your mind, or why you could be thinking about them all the time. So maybe you want to go back and listen at some point. But yeah, so probably going to jump off here in a little bit because no one's bought a reading and I've been here for about an hour. And I'm pretty much done talking about, what I wanted to talk about. If anybody is experiencing anything in regards to, you've messaged somebody or they messaged you, y'all were thinking about each other and had that kind of instance, let me know. Leave it in a comment. Talk about it here in chat. I know some of you said it's happened to you before where you'll think about someone, they'll just show up. I think there's been a couple of times when Fire Spawn was like, yeah, I'm just thinking about you. And then you show up on YouTube. Hi. You ready to eat dinner? Yeah. You want some crunchies? Okay. I'll get you some crunchies. Oh, baby, love you. I love you. I love you. Pretty one. So, yeah, I'm probably going to log and then log out of YouTube. I'm going to go work on my backstage. And maybe I'll come back again later. After I feed the dogs. Definitely had it happen. I've even had it happen with my dog. Like, I could just feel her thinking about me while I wasn't home. And then I'd come home, and the people that were home were like, yeah, like, you were home, and she just knew you were on the way home. We could just tell. Because she was, like, nose to door for 15 minutes. What a big yawn. Gene Simmons would be jealous of the length of your tongue. All right, loves. You guys have a great night, too. I'll go ahead and do the collective read here after the dog is done spacing out with her puppy dog twinkle eyes. I'm going to put you back down. And then we'll go have crunchies, okay? Yeah. Do you like that? Crunchies and fish. I made them some fish for dinner. Fish for everyone. Spirit. What do we need to know about tonight in the not too distant future about the one that happens to be on our mind the most tonight? What do we need to know about that right now, Spirit? What do we all need to know about that? Okay, that was face down. So, but I'll show you the card once the right card pops up. Yeah, so just remember, number one reason that, you might be having someone on your mind a lot or all the time, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Remember, they could even be thinking about you. Yeah, could you please stop scratching at the leather with your Cardi B nails? Leather, I mean the lace. I wouldn't wear leather if it was the last thing on earth. I mean, unless, of course, it was maybe one of Liz's pen pals. And I baked. Right. Maybe. I love you too. I'm trying to do a tarot card reading. You want to be the one to pick the card? Uh-oh. It's my biological clock. Let's turn it off. Oh no. Actually, please don't turn it off, Spirit. God, I love this dog. Well, you want to tell me a secret? Tell me a secret? All right, so Spirit, once again, what do we need to know about that person that's on our mind tonight? That specific person that might be on my mind or Liz's mind or Cottonfly's mind, Lido, anybody who came here and saw this reading tonight. Once again, why could they be on your mind? One, because of your connection, your soul connection. Once again, everyone has a core frequency, but we run into those who share that same core frequency. That could be your twin flame. Share some of the same frequency, soul family, romantic, soulmate. Two, another reason why you might be, and this can happen with somebody who, you've never met too. Second reason why you might be having someone on your mind a lot is because you just become used to it. They're thinking about you. You're thinking about them. Once again, it's a connection. It's a connection that you guys have. Or, once again, you are just deeply in love with this person, truly in love with this person. It's really, just go back and listen to, it's a lot. Go back and listen to the live. What is it, Spirit, that we need to know in regards to the person on our minds tonight, our specific person. That one was down. I only got one face up card so far. I'm going to show them all to you. Maybe they'll make sense, but I hate reading those face down ones. But we're going to look at them anyways, just to see, just for fun. If I can get my chores and my work done soon, maybe I'll come back and do some free energy updates. Any direct messages from Spirit on advice for tonight and the not too distant future tomorrow? It's a lot of cards. Boredom. Limbo. Those are the two cards that popped up first. Oh, wow. Change. And independence. So, questioning, what do we need to know about that person on our mind? They're bored, sitting at home in limbo about you. But something has changed in this Hanged Man, this Four of Cups, and this Eight of Cups. Something has changed because the energy behind it is the Nine of Pentacles. This person might be realizing, wow, that's what I need in my life. So acceptance of that is the answer, Spirit says. Acceptance of the fucking as well. Okay, because you can change it. So do that body scan. You see the hearts full of stars. You see the broken hearts. You see the glass half full, the glass empty, the glass full of stars, the butterflies, the ghosts, the aliens in your head. That rocket launching from your heart, just feel it all around. But accept that, you can change it. Why mind over matter in this body scan card? So, yeah. If you're ready for a change, just reach out. That Nine of Pentacles, the biggest card here, though, is the Hanged Man. Hopefully this live will help some people get out of limbo and get out of their head space in regards to thinking that there's no way that they could be thinking about me because we've never met, or there's no way that they could be thinking about me because, I'm not her or him or them or that cool or whatever. All right, guys. Love and light bright. I'm going to go feed the dogs, work on my backstage, see if I can get a job doing voiceovers in this vortex of mine, so I can feed this cutie pie right here. I'll be back. Maybe around midnight, we'll do a little date on the witching hour. Good night, guys. I love you. Sweet dreams. Kanita. Ciao.